Okay, welcome back. Father Miller here. Welcome back to the Nerd Father. Happy to have Ian, the Mega Geek, with us today as we talk about the news that came out yesterday. We have a doctor.
We do indeed, and I've never been so disappointed in all my life. But hey, that's just me. That's just me.
I think I told you I know nothing about him.
So I know nothing about him, but I was enlightened yesterday when I was on Dan's channel and talking to other people as well. Apparently, he was in this show called Sex Education.
Yeah, I heard about that, but
I've never.
Truth be told, I never heard of Tennant or Smith before they became the Doctor either.
Yeah, but this is a huge difference. I mean, the audience is very different now.
Yeah.
You know, I keep saying to people that they should really be catering to us, the old fans, because really the old fans are going to push it beyond. Yes, the public's out there, but the public doesn't seem to be interested in Doctor Who anymore. I think
if they did this type of approach when it first started 60 years ago, it wouldn't have made it 5 years.
Yeah. 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 There you go. He's telling me to be quiet.
She's trying to get used to the new living arrangement.
All right. Okay. I don't know. I just think that the audience is very different today. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's I think Jodie really did scar a lot of people in Doctor Who, and a lot of fans have left the show. But I quite frankly, I think it's going to be a tough sell, this one, with this guy. I mean, I think personally, and this is just my opinion, I think they should have cast someone that was well known to bring the audience back to the UK and America and all the rest of the country. Someone that's well known throughout globally. And then after that, you could cast anyone else. Once they brought the audience in, they can just go forward with what they really want to do. So that's why I thought was important. But they didn't go that route because I guess it makes too much common sense.
Well, if they really wanted to go the checkbox route, which they seem to have, I would have been in favor of Richard Okode. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah. Adewale, or his name is, I can't remember. And
Moss.
I think
that's all I know him.
Yeah, he would have been great. And also Richard, what's his name? Adrian Lester would have been good if they wanted to go for a black character. But I get the feeling that this is about ticking the boxes, and I don't think it's any mistake that they went for a black gay man to play this. Maybe they didn't have a choice. Maybe they were stuck between a rock and a hard place. And if they
I don't
cast a
know. I
woman,
mean, from what I was reading, it sounded like Russell was going to go a different route until this guy did his audition.
well,
I
it
don't know who that
depends.
would have been.
Okay, so the question you got to ask yourself is one of the statements that the Russell T actually said was that he doesn't believe that a straight man should play a gay guy. Right. So that was one of his things that he said. Now the question is, all the people he was auditioning, were they all gay? And
Hmm.
does he consider the doctor uh, to be gay, or them, or they, or whether this new thing is today? I don't ask me. I'm just confused over the whole thing. And if that's the case, then was he just auditioning people that were of that ilk, if you know what I mean, to push this agenda forward? Because I think they honestly, truly believe that this is the way forward um, for society, I guess.
I'm
So
just
I
glad it
don't know.
wasn't Ollie.
A lot of people said that. A lot of people have said that, but as I said, I don't know this guy, and personally, you know, I've got nothing against the guy, and if Russell T feels that this agenda is important and he needs to push it because he's a gay man himself, then that's all well and good. That's all fine. But me personally, I believe that the doctor should be a white dude, and
I
and
see
as
you
I
saw
said,
the rabbi stream.
no, I haven't. I didn't see the rabbit.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's what he
Hmm.
called it. Something, is it racist to say that the doctor should be a white man?
I don't think it is. I don't. It's just an opinion and taste. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's anything to do with being racist. You know, I mean, I don't mind this guy, but if it was me personally, if I was the showrunner, I would cast a white guy, and just to bring in the audience. As I said, you need to bring the audience back, which is us, really. When you think about it, kids these
And
days are playing Fortnite and they're watching TikTok, aren't they? So you know, it's very rare that I mean, I don't know any kid that talks about Doctor Who.
and
Really,
for
I don't know.
those of us that they're trying to reach out, our patience is very limited because
Mm,
I'll give him a chance, but my patience is very thin. I mean, with what
yeah,
they've done over the last few years.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, Matt
yeah.
Bird is watching. Matt, if you want to join, I'll send you the link. Was he was on with you guys yesterday, wasn't
Yes,
he?
Matt. Yes, of course he was. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Matt.
So
He's a good chap.
I sent Dan a text asking if he
Mm.
wanted to join too, but he said he was all chatted out.
Yeah, I mean, for some people, it really hits them hard. You know, they're such a fan that any kind of criticism you put forward, I'm not saying this is Dan, of course, I'm talking in general.
Right.
Any kind of criticism you put forward, any kind of question you put forward, they'll defend it, and quite rightly so. But I'm a fan that even if I'm a huge fan of any kind of genre, movie, entertainment, if if they do something I disagree with, I don't give them a free pass. I always speak my mind and say, no, that was rubbish. You know, even if I am a fan, I can literally say that's rubbish. So in other words, I'm not brainwashed as a fan. You know, I
Hmm.
know in my heart what I think is good, and I will speak and say what's good. You know. But
Yeah,
I don't know about you. Mm.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what Yaz's reaction is going to be.
Really? Oh, when you change. But
When she goes to being a she to a he.
well, the thing is though, I don't. I mean, I was talking to the guys yesterday, and they were saying they don't think that's going to happen. Like she's going to change, and then it's going to cut to black or whatever. But it doesn't make any sense because usually when the doctor changes, they change into the next person. But I just want to see him wear those clothes. That's all, the Jodie clothes.
Oh, oh, oh
That's going
yeah.
to be hilarious. That's going to be absolutely hilarious. But
Will he
go.
have to figure out what to do with the undergarments? I don't
I
want
don't
to
know.
even go down that road.
No, nor do I. As I was saying on Dan's stream, I said that they've really opened a door to all of this because it was Moffat that opened the door to regeneration and RTD actually because he made Chris Eccleston the Doctor, and Chris Eccleston had a northern accent, which kind of breaks it a bit. And then Moffat opened the door even wider by having River Song go from a black woman to a
Mm.
white woman to a black
Well,
woman to a white woman. Do you know what I mean?
I
So
think it actually began under. Well, it was with Capaldi where he had the Gallifreyan general
yeah, yeah,
going
yeah,
from a
yeah,
white man to a black woman.
yeah, yeah. But you know, they've opened that door, and Chibnall ran with it big time because obviously because of the agenda, and the BBC wanted it that way. Another question you have to ask yourself is everything that Russell T's been saying via interviews and stuff like that seems like he's for this um, for the agenda of what the BBC stands for today. That's what it seems like to me. I don't know about everybody else. So
Well,
the
but
question, yeah,
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
no, but the question is that true? And the question is, if is that the reason why the BBC was happy to hand it over to him and Bad Wolf? That was the question. I don't know.
The thing you got to also realize is it's almost
Mm.
been 20 years since New Who began.
Yeah.
And I was out to lunch with a few priests last week. We're going back into teaching this fall. I'm
Mm.
grateful I'm not teaching morality because the issues that are around today from 10
Yes.
years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just to consider 20 years ago with
Mm.
what they're doing now. I mean, but the observation I made yesterday, I don't know if Gary saw it on his stream. I wonder how
Mm.
soon before they do a Black Lives Matter story point, or
Well,
maybe the cops.
I mean, I was saying to Matt when Matt comes on, he'll clarify this. I was saying to him that I think it's a good thing. I thought it was a good thing that the Doctor was white because he can, if he's going backwards in time in on Earth, you know, he
Yeah,
wouldn't be tainted with this. You know, obviously he became a woman, and they had that story about the I can't remember which story it
but
was. I never
then
watched it.
again,
Yeah,
you look at the thing, and I'll use the term bollocks of the master passing off as a Yahtzee.
yeah, yeah. That I mean, as I said, it's obvious. It's obvious what they're doing, not only on Doctor Who, but on all kinds of entertainment. I went to see Doctor Strange, and most of what
Is it worth
you know,
it?
what we it's not very good. Most of what we feared it happened in Doctor Strange. You know, you could guess it, and but a lot of normies don't see it. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, I don't want to educate. I just want people to find out themselves. You know, as I said, I personally think this casting is a mistake, and I'm not. I don't make a secret about that. I've told everyone I think it's a mistake, but I do wish this young fella all the luck in the world
Yeah.
because he doesn't realize, and I don't think Russell T realizes that they've got a huge, and I do mean huge mountain to climb if they want to
Oh
win
yeah.
people back. You know, so and if they carry on with this I find ludicrous agenda in TV shows and films, I think they'll lose their audience fast. But it's up to them, really. You know, it's up to them. Mm.
Well, I it's going to be interesting. I think I told you I'm going down to Texas next month for the Fan Expo because
Oh yes.
Gary's having a meetup. I figured, it's a few hours drive for me, so I'm going to go to it.
Oh,
But
send me the
yeah,
information because I might come.
okay. Well, it's interesting because they're still trying to get things nailed down, but it'll be interesting to see if they have like the Doctor Who stuff because I've never been to a
Mm.
con before.
I know of and in America, then to the ones over here, but never in America. So he's is there one in Texas? This is not
Yeah,
the
this isn't like the Vegas one. So I
all right.
mean, the Vegas one is on for August. I think he
Okay.
said it's going to be like a Wednesday in August, but again, I'm
Mm,
going back to teaching this fall, so I won't be able to
sure.
get away because that's when the orientation stuff's going on.
Mm. Well, let me know the details because I
Yeah.
can do for holiday. Tell you the truth, I'm so burnt out. I just really need a holiday, and it'd be
Are
nice
they
to
letting
meet you.
you
Mm.
are they letting you leave the country?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
over
I didn't
here.
know the
Yeah,
travel restrictions were
yeah.
still
I've
around or
never been to
what.
Texas before.
Oh,
Will I get shot over there?
just another red shirt says he got his reservations made. So yeah, I'm trying to get my reservations made. I'm just waiting to see where the bar or where they're doing the meetup because prices are a little expensive. But
In Texas.
Well, it's Dallas, so I mean it's a big city.
All right. Okay. Where does Teresa live then?
I don't know.
But she lives in Texas, right?
I don't know.
I think she does. Be nice
I
to go
thought
and
she
see
was
her as
from the
well.
South, but I don't know which
All right.
part.
Mm. All right. All right. So, what
Um,
do you think of all this then, Father?
like I said, I just my patience is very thin. I mean, I don't have the enthusiasm because I told you when it came back on in '04, I think it was
Mm.
'04 over here. I pretty much had a meltdown because the only TV in the seminary was being occupied the night that Who premiered.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's like I've been waiting for this thing for almost 20 years. I mean, okay, the movie didn't really count. It does, but it doesn't.
Mm.
And it's like I'm waiting for I don't have that excitement as I did
Yeah.
when
No,
it
I
first came
understand.
out. I mean, I hope it succeeds. I really don't think it's going to because I use the example. I don't know if you're familiar with the American cartoon Animaniacs.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so they brought that back onto Hulu after being off for almost 20 years,
Yep.
almost 30 years. It's not good. I mean,
Well, it's not the same,
they
is it?
got the original cast, the
Mm.
original voice actors. It's just the stories suck. I mean, it's with the agenda and all that,
Mm.
and so I mean, great, Russell's back, but it's been a long time and things have changed.
But it seems like he's riding the wave of what TV thinks. He's riding that wave, isn't he? What TV's trying to educate us now with all this nonsense. So he's riding that wave apparently. But everyone that I know who are Doctor Who fans are saying, we should trust him. He's not going to do that. He's not going to. He's not going to be. He's not going to drive agenda into the TV show. But listening to them talk on the red carpet, they mention
Yeah,
words like diversity and agenda and all that stuff. So I don't know. It might be the case that they just might be talking and they're not going to do this in the show. They're going to treat it, like Doctor Who, and not even referred to him being gay, not referred to him being black, and stuff like that, and just carry on with the adventures. I hope that's what they're going to do. But
I just wonder. I have a feeling that if the heat bombs, this is the
mm,
last Doctor.
yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. It's going to die if Russell T carries and it doesn't work. The Doctor Who's going to die. It's never going to come back, in my opinion, until somebody resurrects it. Maybe 50 years time, which I'll probably be dead by then. So,
I hope I'm dead by then.
yeah. But yeah. So I don't know. I mean, personally, as I said, the right thing to do is what they haven't done. That's what I think. Would you? So, are you going to watch the first episode then when it eventually comes
Yeah,
out?
I will. I
Mm,
will. Like I said, I'll give it a chance, but as I also said, my patience is going to be very thin. So I
mm.
mean, I'll be interested in seeing if they Sasha is it that plays the master?
Oh, Sasha Dewan, yeah.
Yeah, if he's going to continue doing that, I don't
I hope
know.
not.
I will say the one thing I was interested in, I saw they might be bringing life on Mars back.
Oh yeah, mm. Yeah.
I'd be
Looks
interested.
interesting.
I'd be more interested in that.
Yeah, yeah. I would. I would. The thing is, though, I think they're running out of ideas, and also, personally, I don't like race swapping or gender swapping. I think it's a horrible thing to do, and it exacts a president. So in other words, nothing is safe. Nothing, nothing could be respected for what it truly
Oh,
was originally. Do you know what I mean?
we have Matt with us.
Where
Hello.
is
Good to
he?
see you.
Hello.
Hi, Father. Hi, Ian.
How are
Again.
you? So, what time is it down there?
Very much. I'm really good.
What
What
time is it
time?
down there?
It's 5:15 in the morning.
Oh,
I'm a night owl. I really am.
you are.
I work better at night. Yeah. I'm not a
Oh, dear.
vampire or anything, but yeah, I know. I just work better.
Hey
I
Matt,
was telling Ian before we went live, I only can go to the top of the hour because our school is
Oh, that's
being let
fine.
out.
mm.
Oh no.
So it's still school day here.
so
Wow.
so Matt, you can talk freely now.
Oh, gee. I
Yeah,
didn't
well,
get to see all Dan's stream.
Yeah.
yeah, no, well, look, I did say what I meant on Dan's stream. There's just a few things that really irk me, and I mean, I'm if you can see behind me, I buy a bit of merchandise,
Yeah.
and I know that like I don't really see this selling very well.
Nor do I.
No, and that's why I thought, well, that's a bit strange because look, I mean, Todd McFarlane, who does a lot of, he was a comic book artist, but he does toys now. He came out a couple of months ago and said that that the female figures don't sell. Female figures just do not sell, and he got absolutely roasted for it.
Mm.
And so, but it's the same with like, you know, the Shang-Chi figures and all these other figures. They don't sell either.
Mm.
The Black Panther ones, none of them. They don't sell. They've actually got to put extra things in with the Black Panther so that you actually have to buy the Black Panther, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I'm worried about because that was half the issue with the last lot, you know? A lot of the money they were making was on merchandise. So, you know.
I think they should have eased us into this. You know, I mean, we all joke about Hugh Grant, right? If Hugh Grant did say yes, that would have the whole of the press in the world would have been on Doctor Who saying Hugh Grant is the next Doctor. And you know, and from that they can build. They can build from that point. You know, have Hugh Grant in, loads of normies will go towards it. And then when he's gone, that's when you can put something in there that you really want.
Yeah,
but they needed to do
last.
something like that.
They couldn't do that though, Ian. There's no way. We knew they weren't going to do it.
Yeah, I know.
You and I know that they weren't going to do it.
You had the heights with David Tennant, and then it was downhill after that. So I mean, you could get somebody like a Hugh Grant, but it won't last.
No, Matt Smith's era, especially in America, was huge.
Yes.
He was huge in America, wasn't he?
He was.
I mean, I had a kid in my class dress up as him for Halloween.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, but bow tie and the suit jacket.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, as I'm saying, David Tennant and Matt Smith, they had iconic looks, didn't they? And from I think the iconic look ended with Matt Smith. I don't include Jodie.
Oh, definitely.
I've never included Jodie as the Doctor at all.
No, because I kind of Capaldi really just did a
he didn't have it. No, well, he didn't. He started off with a really good costume, and then suddenly they just got rid of it. It wasn't like there was a variation of what he was wearing. Suddenly he was wearing a jumper and a hoodie.
Yeah,
and it was like completely different.
Changing.
And
playing a guitar.
Him playing the guitar in medieval times.
And Sonic.
Well, I didn't look at Sonic glasses. I did
sunglasses.
not like
No, I didn't like that either. No, I didn't like it. I think
it was a Capaldi idea, to be honest.
All right, he came across as a dad that's trying to be hip. That's what he came across as, and it just didn't work for me.
Actually, going to have to re-binge The Thick of It. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I saw the movie. I saw a couple of episodes, and then I saw the movie. Yeah, the movie was quite good.
I was just saying that I was just looking for today's news, and
here you go, Matt.
The majority of the news here hasn't even been about the new Doctor. It's been about the death of Dennis Waterman.
Yes.
So yeah, and you know, that's why I was really surprised when you said, you know, when we were talking yesterday, and you said, "Oh,
Matt,
you know,
Matt, look at that."
Oh, Wilfred. Oh, that's the Australian version. Oh, well done, Father. Well done. Don't get that horrible American version with the Hobbit in it. What's his name?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the IT crowd. They tried to do an American version. They had Moss in it. So just as they got the guy that played the dog in the American version.
Yeah, because he was an Australian breed, wasn't he? In the American version. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I just got my fingers crossed. I really hope that I'm wrong. I really hope that this thing takes off, and so that Doctor Who can be preserved in TV history. But you know, BBC's still singing the same tune from the same hymn book. That
It,
Jodie's was a huge success, and it's not. Everybody knows it's not, and I don't
you
understand
know
why they
what?
keep lying. Yeah.
The only
So,
news that came to Australia was from England.
mm,
So they were only using the English news, and they were going on about progress and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh man, do you have to?
yeah.
Do you have to go on about it? You know, even the
Well,
reporters and that are going on about it." And I'm
let
like,
me see if I can find
there was nothing
the.
wrong with the series in the first place, you know.
Mm.
I'm trying to find the tweet that the BBC did announcing the new Doctor did not exactly inspire hope in me.
You know
No.
what? It would
Mm,
have been better if they hadn't have gone a woman and they'd just gone a
There it
different
is.
coloured man.
Now, some
yeah.
people will think this is probably going to
Gotten
come
rid of
off
that.
as homophobic
Because
or
now they're
sexist.
just
It's
gonna
not.
looks like they're throwing everything at the wall to see if it sticks that everybody will be happy with, you know.
I'm sorry,
Mm.
but this image does not inspire hope in me.
Hey, he looks like he's a stripper. Chippendale.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't either to me as well. I mean, look, you know, as I said, right, they're putting agenda and diversity over what they should have really done. Again, I'll say this for the cheap seats. They should have got someone that's known to take Doctor Who to the next level. You know, I think Russell T, obviously he's deep into what he's into and who he is sexually, and
You
he's
know,
just playing this in the Doctor Who, and I don't blame him, but I
I
think that's the
honestly
wrong
think
way to go.
RTD's grooming him. I really do.
Well, I don't know. I can't comment on that one.
From what I've seen, you know, it just looks really suspect.
Well, the
Well,
pictures
might
of
have
them
just
kind
done it,
of
you know.
leaning on each other.
yeah,
Yeah, just a
they
little bit.
were.
It was just a bit too, you know, no, not a good look.
As I said, I personally think it should have been Tom Ellis. If they got Tom Ellis, they would have got America. They would have got,
I
I
don't know
guess,
because who is
Australia.
Tom Ellis?
He's in. Well, you don't like the show. He's in Lucifer,
See?
the show called Lucifer.
Oh, okay.
But the show's huge in America, and he's a heartthrob in America, and also in England as well, because he stars in Miranda. He stars in Miranda, the sitcom, which is huge over here.
Oh, they
And
remade it, Ian. They remade it in America.
oh, did they?
Yeah,
Okay,
they didn't call it Miranda though, but yeah.
what do they call
What
it?
is it called here?
It's got the girl out of it, the ugly girl from Big Bang Theory in it. She's playing the
Oh, Penny?
main character. Yeah, the one with the big nose, the one that was in Blossom.
Oh, her Blossom. Yeah.
Yeah, they've
Her.
actually
Oh, that
they
one.
made a
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
See,
Okay.
the big thing that they're talking about over here is I don't know if you're familiar with the 80s sitcom Night Court.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Supposedly they're bringing that back. Dan Fielding is going to be back in it, but the daughter of Harry Stone, played by Bernadette from
Mm.
Big Bang Theory, is supposed to be the judge.
But what?
Yeah,
But why are they
she's
bringing this
quite
stuff?
attractive.
She is actually. And why are they bringing old stuff back? I don't understand. Why can't they make new stuff? You know, there's some
No
really good
ideas.
new stuff out
No
there.
ideas. No
It's just
There's
creativity.
no new ideas.
as I said, I don't understand. As I said, right, they should have got someone that was well known to play the Doctor, so they could ease things back in.
Or
And
get
But
some
they
excitement.
I was looking at his structure the other day just to see what sort of thing. To me, he doesn't seem formidable. You know what I mean? He doesn't look dangerous. You know, he's
I
not
think
like
the outfit
he doesn't.
he chooses will be a big thing.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Well, we'll see about that.
Tennant's trench coat and suit.
Yeah.
Smith's suit and bow tie.
Iconic.
Pretty much.
Very iconic.
And I mean,
Yeah.
Eccleston with the black jacket.
I always loved David Tennant when he said yes to the part. He said, "I'm going to need a coat, a long coat."
Yeah, he did, and I think he got the idea for the trainers. I think through what's his
Peter
name?
Davison.
No, well that too, but I think it was the cook. What's his name? Oh, he's been interviewed on Graham Norton, and he got the idea from that. What's his name? The guy that cooks. Oh God.
Oh, the real
Gordon
grumpy one.
Ramsay?
No, not him. The other one.
I don't know.
Sorry, I forget it then. But yeah, not Oliver. Is it Oliver something? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, the naked chef.
Yeah, him. Yeah, he got
Jeez.
because he always wears trainers with a suit. I think they got it from
Yeah.
that idea. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
I
tried
mean,
to get rid of that.
yeah. But as I said, it's as I said, I think they've made a mistake personally, and they're not attracting the normies to this, and the BBC is still playing this card.
I still think they're going the wrong way around about it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I think that they needed to get everybody back, and they've actually ended up. Some people are like, right, that's it, I'm done. You know.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah.
from Rwanda, but does he have the Scottish brogue? I mean, it sounds like he was raised in Scotland.
I can't understand a word he says, father, in his real language, whatever accent. I mean, not his language. I mean his accent. I can't
Right.
understand a word he said. Like I said on Type 40 the other night, I can't. I need subtitles for him. But he did an ad for a game, and it was in He did it in a Scottish accent, and I could understand him perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, don't get me wrong, and I'm not speaking for Matt. I'm pretty sure Matt agrees with me. We wish him all the best, but as it stands,
I'm giving it a go. I'm giving it a go because I miss Doctor Who. You know.
Yeah, so do I. I just don't think he's right personally, because I don't think, as you say, Father, he's not formidable. He doesn't look formidable. He's got that very, which is not a bad thing, I guess. He looks, even though he's in his, is it 30s, late 30s? I think he still looks like a kid. He still doesn't.
I mean,
as far as I'm concerned.
picture. Yeah, he looks like he's in his early 20s. Well, it kind of looks like a bad Eddie Murphy.
Do you know what this means though? Now, do you know what this means now though?
What's that?
They're not going to retcon the Timeless Child.
Well, that's a lot of people have been saying that they won't go on.
They won't. No, they're going to double
it.
down. They'll just ignore
they won't retcon it. I mean, he did say we love Jodie. I think RTD said he, in the interview said we love Jodie. We wish her all the best. Blah
he
blah
has
blah.
to say that.
Yeah, that's true as well. That's true as well. But there is the flip side of the coin. Maybe he does mean it, and maybe that he is in line with what the BBC wants. And as I said, right, it's really funny because I've been talking to a lot of Doctor Who fans, and when I say stuff like that to them, you can see that they're really angry or upset because there is the possibility that I might be right, and that upsets them. And I think if you're like that and you feel like that, I think that's the moment you should step back, because sometimes when you're a fan of something, it can make you completely blind to the truth. Do you know what I mean? To what's going on. And I'm a fan of lots of stuff, from Star Wars to Star Trek to Doctor Who, right across the board, Stranger Things. But when crap comes towards me, sorry, Father, and it comes towards me on a show, I will not give anything a free pass. I will point it out.
Yep.
And if they don't get rid of it, and if they continue with the stuff I don't like, I just walk, because my life is more than these things. Do you know what I mean? So, but I said, a lot of fans get very, very angry or upset when you say something that they don't like. But freedom of speech is a good thing.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. I mean, I'm terrible at jumping the gun. Like, I'll always jump the gun, and the first thing I thought was, oh, for goodness sake, you know?
Yeah,
that's
what I thought.
I'm like, I'm done. I'm just.
Well, that's what I tweeted. It's like Doctor Who's dead.
I'm like, F it. I'm done. And then I'm like, it's dead. It's dead to me. And then I thought, well, you know what? I've gone without it for like the last 5 years. I can go without it again, but I really miss it. So I really want to enjoy Doctor Who again. Not to say that I won't buy any of the merchandise on that. I just don't. It just doesn't interest me anymore. I mean, anything from Capaldi's era onwards, I haven't bought anything. You know, I've only bought the classic stuff, like, you know, the robot behind me.
So some people say they're fans of this and they're fans of that. You know, some people say they're fans of Star Trek, and I'm like, if you're a fan of Star Trek, why are you supporting Strange New Worlds? because you're supporting Kurtzman, you're supporting this and whatever. And I always say to them, don't come running to me when Captain Kirk comes on and kisses Spock. Don't even come running to me. Don't come crying to me either. And this is the thing with Doctor Who. If this guy, all I want is this guy to come on, be the Doctor, flick a couple of switches, teach the Cybermen a lesson, or do the things that the Doctor Who. But if he comes in and he snogs a man, or he basically plays the card of the agenda and all that stuff, I'm out, because
Well,
that's
he
not
is
what I come to
gay,
see.
isn't he? He is
Yeah,
gay.
in real
isn't
life,
he?
he is.
So,
Yes,
you know,
but
and I
that,
think,
but
I,
Matt
I,
doesn't
I,
mean to say they're going to play it.
But I
Matt.
bring up this picture again.
and that was
Sorry,
another
I'm
thing I
not trying
said.
to be, but I mean that does that.
That does your head in.
I go back to what RTD said, was that only gay men can play gay actors. Gay actors can only play gay men. But you know, and I think, what does he think? Does he think that the Doctor's gay? Because obviously, you know, I've always thought of him as asexual. Like, you know, he just doesn't care, you know.
But it doesn't matter.
Maybe not anymore,
you know. That drove me nuts with the last special where they're on the beach and Jodie's trying to express herself.
No, I didn't watch it. I don't care.
I didn't watch it. You're
okay. Like I said,
you're crazy. You're crazy, Father.
Reaction.
You're crazy.
I just want to see Yaz's reaction as she turns into a man.
Well, the thing is though,
and then Yaz she turns around and goes, "I don't like you anymore."
Well, no, it's like, okay, give me your child. Let's have a kid.
But yeah, look. So the advert that the advert that Dan showed us yesterday, when he was advertising that car or wherever it was, if he's good. Like that, if he's like that in Doctor Who, where he's basically the Doctor and none of this sexuality thing comes into play, I'll be happy. I really will be happy, and it's the adventure that counts. But if he starts creeping in this stuff because Russell T thinks it's important to educate us, then I'm out. Because again, I don't think
20 years.
I don't know.
Maybe they should have. Maybe they think that the 60th anniversary is
good seasons. I mean, we got at least 9 good seasons out of the new Who.
Yeah.
Have you watched a lot of Hartnell and all that, Father? Have you watched a lot of the early stuff?
I love the older stuff. I mean, Baker's my favorite. I just watched all of Troughton's for the first time.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Fall. He is. And I mean, I used to watch it as a kid. I mean, Friday nights on public television here, they had the entire episode. I mean, the whole series. I actually didn't know they did the part 1, part 2, part 3 until probably college, because it was just one continuous episode. So like Inferno's the one that I remember as a kid. It's from start to finish, no breaking down with the credits partway through the show.
Yeah, they stuck it all together, didn't they, over there?
But I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you know, I was afraid when I started watching Classic Who again, when I got BritBox, that I wouldn't be able to get back into it just because of the age. But no, it's still good. Okay, the special effects aren't the greatest, but I mean, the Doctor
I still laugh at some of them, you know. But
it is.
It's a product of its time. And the thing is, though, like, because you have this legacy of 60 years, and you have Hartnell, and you have Troughton, and you have Pertwee, and you have all these others, whether or not they all just build up into this new guy, that's what I'm interested to see. You know, whether or not you would believe that he is, because it was the same with Matt Smith. Matt Smith was so young, and yet, you know, you could tell that he had an old inner self, you know, that he'd been around. That's what I'm worried about. He looks like too much of a partying dude, you know. And
well, as I said, we'll
come
see,
across.
Right?
Well, I wonder if I'm trying to find the thing. I saw there's a clip where he says, "I'm saucy."
Oh, he's what I would call mincy in real life. No, he does. Like, he can he's pretty good at an actor, though. Like he can switch on and he looks like he's gonna, you know, kick you in the teeth or something. But then when you actually see him on the red carpet and that, he just minces around and he's like, "Woo, yes, you know, oh yes, we met last year. Oh yes," and it's like, No, I don't want that.
Well, I don't think I personally don't think he'll be playing it that way as the
No,
Doctor.
I don't
Hopefully,
think
he
so
won't be.
either.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
as long as as long as these shows are good, the stories are great, and we're interested, in what Russell T's kicking out, I'll be on board. But if the moment they start putting crap in it, then I probably will, go.
I would be interested in seeing what the new theme is going to sound like. The new credits.
I want to see the new logo.
That too.
Yeah, I
But the
can't wait
question,
for
the
And they
that.
question,
start
as I
retrofitting it too.
yeah, the thing is though, the question is are they going to play up into him being black? Now, obviously, a lot of people are scared to talk about that, and I'm not scared to talk about it because obviously I'm not white. So, I mean, are they going to play into that? Are they going to,
Well, apparently,
like for
the
instance,
TARDIS is going to be like "Pimp My Ride." Apparently,
the thing is, the question is like, so for instance, when when the Doctor became Jodie, the Jodie Doctor, she fell through the what was
glass
it,
ceiling.
the train. She fell through the
Oh,
train. She got up and she's like, "Oh, I'm the Doctor. Oh, this is the tongue and all that rubbish." But she never referred to herself as a woman. She never went, "Oh, what are these?" Do you know what I mean? Or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Because you would do that, wouldn't you? If you were a man and suddenly you became a woman, you'd be like, "Whoa." But so the same question applies to this. When he goes from Jodie to him, when he looks in the mirror, is he gonna go, "Yo, I'm a different color"? Is he gonna make a reference to that? Which I'm not. I'm okay with that. But then, are they going to play that up into the series? His color. That's the question. Or are they going to
Yeah, I
ignore
had
it?
my friend, because I was like, my friend still watches the show, and like
Mm.
he doesn't see anything wrong with it, and I'm like, you
Well,
poor deluded fool. And anyway, like, anyway, I texted him and I was like, "Have you seen it?" He's like, "Yes, yeah, I posted it on Facebook," and I'm like, what do you think? And he said, "He's not ginger."
is that it?
Yeah, that's what he said. Oh, he's not ginger again. And I
Well,
said,
he's
well,
blonde.
he could dye his hair. Yeah, well, I
Mm.
don't think he'll keep
I
that,
hope
to be
not.
honest. No, I don't think he'll keep that. That's a little bit too. It reminds me of Aqualad actually, because Aqualad in the
Mm.
comics is is black
Yeah.
now with blonde hair. So yeah,
Oh
it doesn't.
yeah,
It's not a
yeah.
good look.
No, it's not. It's not a good look. As I said, I just want it to be good. I just want Doctor Who to be good. I mean, Russell T and the Moff, they did a good job bringing the Doctor back to life,
Oh,
but they
absolutely.
did make huge mistakes. Huge mistakes. I mean, as I said, I think Russell T made two big, huge mistakes as far as I can remember. One is introducing the farting alien, which I thought was absolute rubbish, and the bins that swallowed people. That was absolute rubbish.
Oh,
Two,
that thing.
yeah.
Well,
Two,
that was when they had to do the cheap episodes. I mean, they had
yeah.
the
Well, that was the
two
first
cheap ones.
episode, the very first episode with the bins. Remember when Mickey got swallowed by the bin?
Yeah,
That
but
was the first episode.
that got leaked, if
Okay.
you remember. So you may have seen. Did you
I
see
don't.
the broadcast
I,
version or the leaked version? The leaked version
I
that
saw.
expert.
sorry, I
I
thought
saw
you
the
were
broadcast.
referring to Fear Her or the Love and Monsters. I thought you were talking about that one.
No, but I think the two mistakes he made. One, and also he allowed Chris Eccleston to keep his accent, and I thought that was wrong. I honestly thought it was wrong. They made a joke out of it, but still, it opened the door for actors to go, "I want to keep my accent."
But that was just
Jodie
a
is a
little
case in point.
small type. That was only
Mm.
just a little small type change, especially for people that hadn't been introduced to Doctor Who.
Yeah. All right. So those two mistakes that Russell T made, and the mistakes that Moffat made, were bigger than what Russell
Mm.
T did. For instance, he opened the door to a Time Lord can change from a woman to a man. He opened the door to a Time Lord could be any color and have any
But
accent.
that's
I
why
think
they
Neil
were doing
Gaiman
it.
had something to do with that, to be honest.
Mm.
Because if that first introduction to that was in the Matt Smith era, in the what was it, the Doctor's Wife?
No, the
And
Doctor's wife was white. The
no,
TARDIS
no,
was
no.
white.
No. When he picked up the arm or whatever, and he said, "Oh, this is the
Fighting
connoisseur
arm?
or something like that." Yeah, and he said that he used to be a woman or something like that,
Mm,
and that was the first in, and that was written by Neil Gaiman. So I'm blaming
yeah.
him,
All
you
right.
know. And they've just
Mm.
left it in there, you know. So that was the first inkling of that stupid.
And then they introduced Missy, and then they had River
I
Song.
was
I don't
so
like River
hoping
Song.
that was wrong. I was so
Yeah, so
hoping
was I.
she's a great actress. Don't get me
Mm,
wrong. She's a great
mm.
actress, but she's not the master. Sorry.
No, she's
She's
not.
just a sinister
I
old
mean,
lady,
River
you know.
Song was good for the episode she premiered in, but it just got
Mm.
overused.
Yes, it did, and plus
Ugh,
because what's his name?
that was an
Do,
entire season
look,
too,
do you know what? Right,
wasn't it?
seriously, right. The difference between the Americans and the British people, I'm probably going to get
It's
told
pretty
off here,
good.
No, you're
is
right. I'm Australian, so I'm the one that's in the middle. So you're good.
is that when Americans cast females in their top shows, they always 9 times out of 10 look awesome physically. When the British people do it, they always cast
Where
someone
you
that
going?
kind of looks okay, but not hitting number
I
Australians
don't
10.
do
know.
that
I
too.
mean,
Australians
just
do
trying
that
to-
too, Ian. We
I'm just
do.
trying to think that I don't remember the girl's name, but the
Who's that?
one in Ashes to Ashes.
Yeah, she's okay.
I like
Yeah.
her.
Haley.
Yeah, that's the one. Haley, what's her face?
Atwell?
Who's the one with
No,
the guy from Spooks?
that's it. Yeah. No, but yeah. But the thing is, though, the reason why
She was the
Matt's
voice of
laughing,
Lara Croft, by the way.
She was. But the reason why Matt's laughing because he knows because there's a lot of British shows that literally you would think they would cast someone that hit the top 10s spot. I mean, if you look at something like House, like every female character that he had was bloody gorgeous. Come on,
Well,
It's
Yeah.
only things like soap operas and that here where they actually cast nice looking teenagers and that. Not so much the older generation. The
Dramas.
older
Yeah.
generation look like bags of potatoes, you know. So,
okay, so this is I don't remember her name. But
Who's
she's
this?
In
is that the one that's an anorexic?
No. This Is Us is an American show. I've never seen an episode, but I guess she has a major part in it.
But is this a recent show, Father?
Yeah, it's on right now.
Well, obviously she's going to be looking like that for a recent show with all the politics playing. She's going to look like that, obviously. But if you go back 10 years, you will see that every show, no matter remember Hill Street Blues? Do you remember the actual guy that was in charge? His girlfriend, his wife wasn't so hot, but the girl that he was in love with, she was a lawyer, right? She was gorgeous. Come on, yeah, she could have been a model. Why is she a lawyer? Do you know what I mean? Come on,
Keely Hawes. That's it. Keely Hawes.
Yeah. And what about Welcome Back, Kotter? Right? His wife, even though she wore glasses, she was off the scales. Come on, she was off the scales.
I mean,
Come
it's
on.
like the American thing where they do the ugly.
She was a bit too
duckling
plain.
with
She was
glasses. Yeah. Sorry,
Oh.
was that Matt?
Well, no, they do this thing in American movies where it's like the ugly girl is really a hot girl.
Hot girl, yeah. But I don't mind that because when I watch TV, I want to escape reality. Do you know what I mean? I want to escape reality. What are you going to say, Matt?
Oh no, she was just she was quite plain, I thought.
Did you? I thought she was
Welcome
gorgeous.
back, Cotter.
Personally.
Yeah, well, some plain people are gorgeous. I mean, I like natural beauty. I don't like the whole makeup, the whole, getting their nails done and everything like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought Jodie was starting to look okay because she looked a bit plain. But then when the suit came along, the costume, I was like, nah, I'm out.
And when she opens her mouth,
This is a joke, right? The clown suits,
Clown
where's
suit,
the big
yeah.
red shoes?
I mean, even the sitcoms, even the rom-com sitcoms. I mean, look at Mork and Mindy. Mindy was like gorgeous. Come on, she was gorgeous.
Yeah, I call her a plain Jane. Yeah,
I mean, we mean, if you look at Three's Company, those two girls were quite nice. And if you look at the British version, Man About the House. Chrissy was nice, but Sally wasn't all that. Let's face it, Sally wasn't all that.
No, you're. Have you seen her recently? Oh
Yeah,
my god, Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not good.
She wasn't all that, was she? Let's face it.
Well, she actually played a 12-year-old, and she was like 21 or whatever, and
That was
smoking
in
and that while she was
Railway
on the.
Children.
That's it.
She played it in
yeah.
Railway Children.
She
Yeah,
was
yeah,
smoking on set.
yeah. So
And, like,
yeah. But I'm just saying that the Americans have a different perspective over shows, but I don't think anymore though, because of all this gender thing that's playing into the shows. I mean, even Suits. If you look at Suits and I say House and Dexter. I mean, Dexter's wife was gorgeous. Come on, let's face it. If you look at all those shows, they all have a really good looking woman, and quite rightly so.
I don't really watch many new shows.
You know what? I got introduced to the Orville this year.
Okay,
it was while I had the cough, and that was through Dan actually, and because he's like, "I'll give it a go," and I'm like, no, because I don't like Seth MacFarlane and everything, and I loved it, but there was one thing that I really loved, and that was the girl in it that played the really what was her name?
Kiara, the young one or the other one?
Like it was Kiara, the one that was, the young one, the one that could
security.
Actually, security.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought she was gorgeous.
Yeah,
and
so
like
do I.
in the pilot, they made her look a little more uglier, but they fixed that in the next episode. And I was like, wow, she's a really good actress, and she's actually the most interesting character on that show that I really want to learn more about.
Gotta say,
and they've got rid of her.
Painful though.
Which one?
Norma's gone.
Yeah, they've gotten rid of her.
But the blob of slime.
Oh yeah,
voiced by
Norm Macdonald. He's in the third season though.
He is.
Yeah,
he's already done his lines for that one.
But it's gonna be painful because that's the last we're gonna get of him.
Oh, it's a shame.
At least he's got a legacy still,
Now, are you too familiar with the Mike Tyson mysteries?
No.
That cartoon, there was. They made it like Mr. T. Do you remember the Mr. T cartoon, Ian?
It's kind of like Scooby-Doo, but messed up.
They did. Yeah, they do the Mike Tyson one with a gay magician ghost, and
we'll play it. Norm Macdonald played the pigeon in it, so we're gonna play it. It's only a 30-second clip. I might get copyright claimed, whatever. I don't care.
Hey, I did a little. I bought a little model with the Sound of the Haunted Mansion soundtrack on it, and they pinged me on it. I was like,
here we go.
Going in. Oh God. Pigeon.
Yeah, haven't you heard of this one, Ian?
No.
It's like Johnny Quest meets Mr. T. But it's all a piss take. Sorry, Father.
The thing that's fun about it is it's like 12-minute episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it for the internet then? It's not for TV?
No, it's Cartoon Network.
It's on
Adult
Cartoon
Swim.
Network.
Oh, right.
Adult Swim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Man of War is
been around for a few years.
Have
you seen Venture Brothers?
Oh, love the Venture Brothers.
Yeah. It used to be really good. It started to go a bit weird.
Sorry?
Yeah, apparently they're making a special.
I hope so.
That's my watch.
They've done a special, so they're going to have that this year, I think, and they're also bringing back Aqua Teen Hunger Force as well.
I never got into that one.
No, well, one of my friends, he was one of the voices of it. He did Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, but he's no longer alive. He passed away.
Ooh.
So
that's an old one. That looks like an old
C-Lab. That's C-Lab 2021. Yeah, that's a revoiced cartoon, isn't it? It's like it's.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I love it.
See, I was never into like the taking the Mickey out of the originals. Like, there was Harvey Birdman.
Love Harvey.
It really bothered me that they made Shaggy into a marijuana smoking.
Yeah,
no, but that's the thing we always joked about it. I mean, it's
yeah,
like
but
Fred
need to do
Flintstone
it,
as the
though.
mobster boss.
Yeah, Fred Flintstone. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was funny. That
And
one.
I mean, the thing I loved about Harvey Birdman
Yeah.
was the hatred they had for Scrappy Doo, because
Oh God, yeah.
Scrappy always got killed in that.
You know what? You know what they're remaking, Father?
I'm afraid.
Yes, it's Harvey Birdman, but this time he's going to be his daughter.
Oh God.
They already did that though, and they already did the Harvey Birdman Attorney General.
Apparently, it's a
Special.
new series.
It's already been out. I haven't watched it. I heard it wasn't really good.
No,
Well-
it wouldn't be, would it?
Well, Doctor Strange 2, it's not about Doctor Strange. It's
Seen that
basically
one.
it's basically a conclusion to the
WandaVision. It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Definitely.
And it's
yeah.
like you're like watching it, and you're like, oh, who's the villain? And then like within the first 10 minutes, it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's Wanda. And I'm like, right,
Yeah.
so she's going to be the villain through the entire lot. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you've got America Chavez and her two moms, who and yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much, but there's one thing. There was one thing that threw me out of the entire movie, and I was going to send you a photo, Ian, and I
What's
thought,
that?
oh, am I being racist? I don't know. There was this character in it, and she was working in the temple that, Doctor Strange in
Oh yeah, I know the one you
whatever.
mean. Yeah, I know.
And
the
she
one you
looks
mean.
like Samuel L. Jackson.
A bit.
She
With
does.
hair. Yeah, with
And a
hair,
bit thin. A bit thinner.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get that out of my head. I'm like, what? She's like a poor Samuel L. Jackson,
I made the mistake of reading a few of the America Chavez comics online.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Oh
This
my
is the thing
God.
that just always.
Is that real?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, bloody hell. Really?
But she looks nothing like the.
She looks
the
very
film,
ugly
the film
too.
girl.
She doesn't look. She looks older.
Yeah,
in
she
that.
does.
Yeah.
Because from what I was reading, it sounds like she's 14 in the movie.
Yeah.
She's very young. I don't know if she's 14. I don't know.
She gurns a lot.
19.
She does. Have you seen it, Father? Have you seen the movie?
No, I haven't.
She
seen it
gurns
yet.
a lot. She gurns a lot in it. She's like very facial, like she's like, and all this, and it's like that's not acting to me.
I just don't want to sit through it for 2 hours.
And I was like wondering, what the hell is your power? Because I was sitting through it, and she was doing all different types of things, and I was just like, because yeah, that's what she was doing, and every time she hits something, it turns into a star.
Yeah. Right, it didn't make
and
any
I'm
sense
like,
to me.
yeah,
that's
that's
one movie that I did
really
see
stupid
finally.
superpower.
What's that?
Was 2 weeks ago was Father Stew. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
if you
gonna
guys
see.
got
I'm
that.
gonna see that with my mum.
good.
Is it good? And
It's very good.
I think Thursday it comes out here. I think so. I'm gonna
The
go
only
and see that
thing,
with
and
my
it's
mum.
really not a spoiler, is the way that he gets ordained is a little. That's not the way it would happen.
All right.
But I mean, they got like the movie tropes in it. But
is it true? Is it true in real life that he
Yeah.
he saw the Virgin Mary?
Oh, that he had a conversion.
Right.
I mean, I never had
Into a
chance
man
to
or a
know.
woman?
No. Conversion.
No. I will say, I think there's about 30 F-bombs in the movie.
All right. Okay.
I mean, he was a hard-living, profane mouth.
Did he do any miracles?
I don't think so. I mean, his cause is up. Some people are trying to push his cause for canonization.
Yeah.
But I saw the movie. That was the last movie. It's probably the only movie I've been to in the last few months.
I don't think a lot of people would be queuing around the corner to see this one, but my mum obviously is very, very religious, and so she wants to go and see it. So I'll take her to go and see it. You got to love your mum. You've only got one. That's all I can say.
On it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? It's sometimes I feel sad. Sometimes I don't. It's just I just wish I thought I was going to be married around about this time with kids and stuff, but apparently not. So yeah, so I've only got to look after me mum. Yeah, I know. It's the same with you as well.
I look after my mum.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Now
I keep
mine
thinking to
lives
myself, I don't know
far.
if you think,
maybe
I
that's
don't
what we were meant to do, though,
Yeah,
Ian.
exactly. You know what, Matt? I keep thinking to myself, right, that my mum's lucky because she had 7 of us, and out the 7, obviously, I'm looking after her. But when I'm not married and I don't have any kids, so when I get to her age, she's going to be looking after me. Am I going to be in the
That's it.
home?
Yeah, that to my mum the other day, actually.
Oh dear, yeah, it's not good, is
Yeah,
it?
because I was like, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask. I said to my mum, I'm going to make sure that my hair cuts every couple of weeks, and this is when I'm in a home, in a nursing home, and I'm gonna ask them to put a VR headset on my head
Yeah.
with a pair of headphones and just leave it on me. And that'll be me until the end of my days, and I'll be more than happy, you know.
Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
It is.
Yeah,
Now,
life is surprising.
maybe we'll get
Yeah.
to Brave New World, and you'll get some. Oh, what was it called? Some the little pill they took.
Oh, the I don't know. Yeah, that makes them go into that reality. Yeah, at the ending. Sorry, we're talking about Star Trek. The very first, the cage, the cage. Remember the cage
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the cage.
when he takes the thing at the end and
Oh
he
no,
goes into that.
I was thinking Alexis Hudley's Brave New World, because we had that
Oh,
discussion over the
that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Peacock versus the BBC movie.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that. I think you're talking about the cage where he
I was
actually went into
talking,
the reality of the. Oh, right.
No,
Yeah.
but
Are you guys going to be watching Strange New Worlds?
no.
Because I'm not. No.
Well, I haven't paid Paramount Plus, so that's another streaming service I just can't afford.
Man of
It's
War has
here.
it. Soma.
Oh,
That's right. Thank you, Man of War.
So yeah, I'm not going to pay for another streaming service. It's already getting really expensive. Actually, I've got way too many available to me. I mean, there's some that I'd really like to get a hold of, but like, it's just, it'd be great if it was just all in the one place.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean.
I'm hunting down all the like all the DVDs and everything, so I just don't have to bother with that sort of stuff, so I can watch it at my leisure. I know that it's always going to be there if whenever I want it, you know.
If you've got any room.
Oh, well, I'm not. I'm running out of room. I'm trying to put them all in boxes because I think I'll be moving house soon.
Well, with that, I got to start wrapping up because our school is going to be laying out in about 15 minutes. So, do you guys have anything to plug?
I have a. Well, Ian has the Rebecca Gold channel. And very soon, Rebecca Gold 2 season 2 will be coming out, won't it, Ian?
Probably next year. Going at this rate, yeah.
Actually, I kind of fancy the new girl. You picked
she's
that
gone
right.
now. No, she's gone. She's not doing it anymore. So I got to find someone else. Yeah, I got to find someone else.
I thought you'd already filmed.
We did. So yeah. So it was a waste of money. Yeah, so there you go. Never mind. I'll find someone else.
Note.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, I've got the Naughty Boy. Check out my channel, Matt Pot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks very much for having me, Father.
Well, we'll do it again.
And nice to see you again, Ian.
Again, everybody, if you haven't
crossed.
clicked the like button, please do, and please sub. Getting close to 1,000. So.